Morning everybody, welcome back to the Matt's Railway Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as I've come on a little adventure really, up to explore Wiltshire's only heritage standard gauge railway. Yes, for a little New Year's Day treat. So yes, at the time of recording it is New Year's Day, so Happy New Year everybody. Yes, I've decided to kind of a little adventure today. Going to have a look around the Swindon and Cricklade Heritage Railway. My first ever time coming up here. Is this the basic one DMU running each day sort of thing? So that'll be fine. No time to have a look around the 3 stations on the line. And yeah, just have a nice little look around really, see what the action is. So I'm at the main station and the main headquarters here, which is Blunsdon station. Not quite sure what time the next service is, but doesn't actually matter. We've got the timetable right there. So it looks like it's going to arrive in at 10 past 11, a 5-minute turnaround. Then we'll go down to Swindon Mouldon Hill. Was Mouldon Hill. So yeah, let's just bring you down to the bottom of the platform here at Blunsdon. We've got a nice diesel loco parked up there, connects up to a whole load of carriages. That's right here. So that's just a view of Blunsdon station. Yeah, it's just a single platform one here. That's the view looking the other way. We will have a proper look around everything else later on as well. There's a little bit of information there. Yeah, this was a small part of an original line. Here we go. Coming in now is the DMU. People get off and we can get on and head down to the first station. We'll go and have another little look around. Right, so it's on the DMU, getting ready to leave shortly to head down the line. There's a little bit of history about the Swindon and Cricklade Railway. As I said, the intro is the only heritage line in Wiltshire, and it runs on a short section of the former Midland and South Western Junction Railway line between Swindon and Cricklade. It is 2.5 miles in length, and there are 3 stations on the line, which are Haysnell, Blunsdon and Torvay Hold, or it's now known as, it has changed its name to Swindon Mouldon Hill. So we'll be heading down to Swindon Mouldon Hill very soon. Then we can have a little look around there. There are proposals to extend the line a little bit further in each direction, up towards Cricklade itself, and a potential new southern terminus, Mouldon Hill, which is in the Mouldon Hill Country Park. So yeah, hopefully there'll be some good views and everything. There are at least one river we crossed, the River Rhea. So yeah, bring you along. We'll get a little bit of footage out the window as we go along and just see where the day takes us. Just having a little look around Mouldon Hill Country Park. Find a nice little river here that no idea what it is or where it is, but looks very nice. Definitely a nice place to come and have a wander if you've been on the train. This one, yeah, get into nature. This does look lovely, even in the almost the depths of winter. I can't take it too far, simply because I need to make sure I get back to the station with plenty of time. But I'll take you for a little wander, show you a little bit of it. All part of exploring the Swindon and Cricklade Railway, seeing what else is around. We've got a little fishing angling lake here. And the sun reflecting off it as well, it looks rather nice. There's a footpath all the way round, which is advantageous as well. If you just stop here, you even got some ducks. And there's a swan over the far side. Plenty of wildlife. Yeah, this is actually lovely. That's definitely one of the, I would say, the advantages of the Swindon and Cricklade Railway running into this. There's only probably a 5-minute walk from the station down to here. Here's a quick little view of the lake here, all the different birds and wildlife that's swimming on it. Yeah, if you had plenty of time, this would definitely be a nice way to spend a few hours wandering around here. Not many other places where you could step off and do that from a heritage railway. One downside with Swindon and Cricklade, there is definitely no mainline connections. It's quite away from Swindon station itself. And having looked, yeah, it's not any mainline connection at all. Oh yeah, that's some pretty few views of the little lake, and just a little quick walk around here. I'll come back when we're on the station, get ready to, well, just before the train comes in, then we can go over the history of this station. Is we are at the very far end of the line now. We went through the station and down to a barriered off, fenced off bit. It could be where they're trying to get the extension a little bit further up to go, but yeah, definitely at the end of the line. So we'll be doubling back down to Haysnell then. Views are alright for this bit as well. at Swindon Mouldon Hill. Swapped ends now, so and I am literally right at the front of the train. There's the driver, so I have the perfect bird's eye view of the whole line now. I'm going to stay on now and go all the way down to back through Hayes Knoll. I've got, unless you see, essentially I look out the side window, front window of what's down the bottom end. There's not many runs down up and down the line left now. There's only about one, maybe two. So yeah, it will just about, I reckon, be daylight when we're finishing. Just. Yeah, it's been nice enough. Even out the window you can see it's nice enough down here. It's a shame I haven't got time to show you down the bottom end properly now, because I've managed to work out which is the original, which is the add-on. But if we come back down here again, then I might have 5 minutes to point it out. If not, I don't. experience and a half that, well, I'll probably never get to experience again. Just literally done the bit of line from Swindon Mouldon Hill back to Blunsdon. Not just at the front of the train in the passenger bed, the driver actually invited me into the cab. And that was an experience, just bird's eye view of everything. And so that's 4 minutes 20 seconds of footage that is just like going to be one of those that almost little memories. Yeah, thank you very much to the driver who let me sit in the cab and do that. Got a few minutes here at Blunsdon, then we head back up straight through Hayes Knoll to where the new little halt is hopefully going to be. Then we reverse back through, stop at Hayes Knoll and back to Blunsdon again. Then decide what we do after that. Don't know if I might stand just do the whole line, or I might get off and call it a day. Undecided yet. To just film the last little bit of the line coming up from Blunsdon to where the gates are, and realistically that was to open the airport, beginning up to where they want to do the next little halt. So yeah, the last little bit is now reverse back to Hayes Knoll, then back to Blunsdon, then I think the train will do one more run down to Mouldon Hill, but we'll be diving there and finish rounding up for the day. Right, we've just arrived back into Blunsdon at the end of the day, so that's all the services now done. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. So I've come to explore the Swindon and Cricklade Railway. Hope you enjoy the views and watch the DMU going up and down the line. And if you did, then please remember to do all the normal good stuff, like, subscribe, share, comment. If you do ever come up to explore the railway yourself, let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, I'll talk to everybody very, very soon. So yeah, from here in Wiltshire, it is choo choo for now.